Hey there, my name is Elizabeth, and to bill this as my success story feels uncomfortable for me, but I do want you to know the amazing things that coaching has brought into my life. So that's why I'm calling it a success story, and it's a story that I want you to hear. So I'm going to just start out with a little quick bio of me. And, I didn't get too dolled up for this video because I just want to show that this is a job where you do not have to, your hair doesn't have to be perfect, makeup doesn't have to be perfect. You don't need like expensive clothes. I'm just here in my house. I don't have like a special video studio. Really, truly, anyone can do this. What is important is that you show up for your clients, you show them that you care, you listen, you ask questions, you're there to give them advice when they need it. So that is really the most important quality of a coach. So I'm an Emerald coach right now. I've gone back and forth between Diamond and Emerald, and if you're not a coach yet, you'll learn what that means. But I've been a coach for about, I guess it's almost 2.5 years now. It's been a little bit up and down for me because I was really sick for a while and I had complications from surgery and was really away from the business completely for about 3 months. Just was really sick. So my income has been up and down, but pretty consistently for the last year, it's been about $1,000 a month. And what that has done for us is, first, we just as a surprise, like we came home from a trip one weekend and our roof was leaking. And you might know that a roof costs average $10,000, give or take. So it really was nice to be able to pay for that without having to borrow money, put it on credit. And now this year, my husband and I are going through fertility treatment. We're going through IVF, and it is not covered by insurance in Wisconsin. And so the cost of that also is about $10,000. So, once again, it's not like, $10,000 or I guess $12,000 a year is not, I still do have another full-time job, but it's so nice to be able to have that extra income where, not to say that we wouldn't go through fertility treatment if we didn't have this extra income, because, we still would find a way to do it, but to not have to borrow money and not have to stress about where the money's going to come from. It's just really, really nice. And the other thing that coaching has brought me as we are facing this, it's been really stressful with me being so sick, and we've, been trying to get pregnant now for almost 5 years. So it's just stressful. And I love that by virtue of being a coach, I have taken care of my own health. I've learned more about nutrition. I've been more conscious about my own nutrition because I am accountable to the groups that I'm part of and to my clients and fellow coaches. It's just part of I'm part of a group that values healthy living and encourages that, and that's the norm and that's the culture. So it's just been really nice to have that accountability. Your friends are an influence on you for good or for bad, and my friends work out most days of the week and get enough sleep and drink enough water and don't drink a ton of alcohol most of the time. So it's just nice to be part of that during a time when I think otherwise it would be really tempting to just let a lot of that slide because we got so much else going on. So my team, over the 2.5 years, I've personally sponsored, I think, about 35 coaches. Right now, it's about 12 to 15 of those that are actively involved. And my team is called Team Lives on Fire. And the concept is that when you are involved with a a business like this, leading others, helping others, influencing others to have a healthier life and supporting them in that lifestyle, you feel your heart on fire and your soul on fire and your whole life just on fire to make a difference. So even if you're tired, even if you're busy, you have that fire to keep going because we all believe in what we're doing. So in terms of the themes, my team is very body positive and focused on self-acceptance. I find that sometimes in the online fitness community, people are very critical of others and themselves, and it can be superficial, all about getting that six-pack. And, you know, there's a lot of that out there. That's just not what we're about. It's about loving ourselves. And yes, we are exercising, and some people that I work with are trying to lose weight, but it's not just all about getting to a certain pant size. If you're trying to lose weight, I want it to be for your health and to feel better and to have those extra months and years with your family or quality of life where you can keep up with your kids and do the things you want to do in your life. So it's not just all about starving ourselves to look a certain way. Not even close. And I have a history of an eating disorder, so that was really, really important to me, that I never do anything that's going to be triggering to other people who might have a similar history and that might, you know, not be so sensitive and might bring back some of those issues for them. So, you know, we talk openly about those things in my groups, and not that it's a substitute for recovery and therapy, but it definitely can be a supplement and go along with those things for people who are recovering. And then the other thing, I think from my history, while having had that serious illness and recovering from that, gave me a lot more insight into just what it's like to really be very sick and weak and not feel like yourself and not be able to do the things that you want to do or you used to be able to do. So since that happened to me, I've gotten more people coming to me just, you know, based on what I post, reading about what I went through, who feel comfortable working with me because I understand that. And then also I tend toward depression and anxiety, and I've struggled a lot with those things in my life. And, you know, I've just been through kind of all of it. You know, I made some pretty bad choices in the past due to being depressed, and now, you know, ended up in therapy and on medication. So I would never discourage anyone from doing that. That was a different time in my life. I went through a whole process and kind of, you know, definitely can support people in seeking that outside help. And then also now, you know, it's several years later now for me, and I ended up going, you know, I kind of felt like I was done with therapy for now. I might go back, and ended up going off of medication because we were trying to get pregnant. So now really I'm focused on healthy living, you know, some supplements, nutrition, exercise, sleeping enough, staying away from alcohol, those things that if you tend toward depression, keep it from getting too deep for you. And so we work together on that in my groups as well. And I think that's because I do post openly about it. And, you know, our team is all about vulnerability, honesty. And I think that because of that, you know, people read my posts and they can relate to it. And that's a lot of the people who've ended up joining the team, which I love. Yeah, so and then in terms of, you know, it just comes out in our group themes, like, you know, we talk about body love, body acceptance. It's all about self-care, making small attainable changes. I mean, you don't have to do anything drastic. Most of us could do small tweaks to really feel a lot better and improve our health. So that's really like a core founding principle. And I said this was a success story. I'm leading back to, I think that's the biggest element of my success. That's what I consider my greatest success in this business, is that I built a team and a client base and a business around those principles that are so important to me. So those are the ways that I feel that I've succeeded in this business, and those are the reasons that I love this business. So I'm recording this video for our backstage pass into coaching, but if you're seeing it through there, you got the info. If you're seeing it just on my YouTube channel or somewhere else, there should be some info with this video. If you like what you hear, shoot me an email. I would love to chat with you more.